you buy crypto in your IRA? Should you buy crypto in your IRA? Why would you buy crypto in your... What's an IRA? We'll answer these questions and more coming up on Sage Smart Solutions. Hi, I'm Mark McKay.
And I'm Marcy McKay.
And join us weekly. Go ahead and like and subscribe
Bing, bing.
so that you don't miss any of the exciting content we have coming up. But you can join us weekly to find out new and exciting ways to protect your assets and retire tax-free. Retire tax-free. You know, I say that every time. They're not really new. They're just new to you. So let's protect your assets and take the Uncle Sam out of his partnership with your retirement account. So, what's an IRA?
An IRA is an individual retirement account.
So, why would I want to mess with crypto? I mean, crypto sounds what?
Cryptic. It does.
Well, it sounds scary.
It
sounds
does.
volatile. It sounds risky. I don't know if you've seen it in popular or in TV and films recently, but there were quite a few storylines of billionaires or millionaires losing their crypto key or thinking it's worthless, and then
They're up a creek.
then Bitcoin just went through the roof, and they have to hire a team of people to go sort through anyway, that sort of thing.
Ninjas. They have to hire ninjas on some of the storylines to get their crypto back.
To search through the town dump?
Yep.
Okay. What kind of movies are you watching? So why would you want to do this inside of an IRA? I assume most people have a basic understanding of buying crypto. So why, which, like we said, it sounds very risky. Why would you want to do it in your retirement account? Your retirement account is supposed to be your steady, safe.
Your nest egg.
And I agree. I just don't think that the IRA is the best place to do it. So when you trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, funky Cold Medina coin, I don't know what they're coming up with these days.
Is it all the same thing that they're just kind of packaging?
No, and I
Okay.
kind of am slowly, year after years, and if I am Generation X, so don't forget that if anybody has any comments. Marcy has her own Instagram account. Where was I?
Well, I asked if it was all the same thing but packaged.
Okay, so
different names.
let's say you just killed it. You're so much smarter than everybody else that you made 37 exchanges last year, swaps, and you had just this incredible rate of return. Guess what you're going to have to do this week?
Pay taxes.
Pay taxes. You don't have to pay them this week, but you're going to have to let the
it
do
might
something.
be annually, it might be quarterly.
And it's
but
actually next week.
But you have to pay Uncle Sam.
Because in the
sometime.
19th, the actual filing date,
18th.
the 18th. Because Good Friday.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah.
All right.
But people might be watching this much after, so you do
and-
have to
yes,
pay taxes
exactly.
at some time.
And
in the
I also
United States.
I also want to point out that when we talk about taxes and retirement accounts, we are talking about United States investors.
Okay.
Some of the similar rules apply in Canada, but not obviously the IRA and the taxes. We have done work with foreign nationals on setting up leveraged life insurance strategies and that sort of thing. But for the most part, we're talking about United States investors. So you did all this trading, you made a killing, but you traded 37 times. If you started off with 10,000 and you grew it to 20,000, guess what you're going to have to do?
Pay taxes.
Pay taxes. I'm not going to say you have to pay it on the whole 10,000. It depends on what you did. But every time you sold and captured a gain, you're going to get taxed. I'm not giving tax advice. I'm just telling you how it works. So why would you want to do this in a Roth IRA? And I know that we didn't specify, but a Roth IRA grows tax-free. I do think you should have assets in a Roth IRA. I don't think that most people should have the majority of their assets in a 401k or a tax-deferred IRA. Because if you see what's happening in Washington, why make the IRS, why make government a partner in your retirement
In your
account?
savings.
Like say it says on your IRA, say you've got a traditional IRA, it'll say Marcy McKay. If that's a traditional IRA, it should say Marcy McKay and a third Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
So let's fix that. So that's one good reason why you might want to think about buying crypto in an IRA is if you can set it up in a Roth IRA
That's tax-free.
and swing for the fences. Let's say you put $10,000 in, you're 28 years old. You put $10,000 in, and I forgot what rate of return I used, so you're going to have to give us some filler here, Marcy. But
well, you said, you made 10,000, or you had $10,000, you made 20.
okay, let's say that you made a 20%. You're a smart guy. You more than doubled what the stock markets and the best investors do, but you made 20% year after year on this $10,000 in your Roth IRA. You will have $14 million tax-free at retirement. So, why not swing for the fences? Because if you put all that in a traditional IRA, I get the tax deduction in the year 2022 when taxes are really low.
Taxes.
You grow it to $14 million and you say, hey, cut me a check, Mr. IRA custodian. You're going to get a check for $9 million if you're lucky. Yeah. Who knows what tax rates are going to be at that point? So take the IRS out of your IRA. Make it a Roth. Talk with a professional. Talk with me. Let's find the best way to convert your Roth. Oh, I make too much. You can still do a backdoor Roth conversion.
I like it when you do the voices.
So, I don't like it when I hear the voices because I'm not. Those are no. But when people call me and they,
oh yeah,
breathe through your mouth, not your nose when you're whining at me. That sounded a little bickery, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
So, why would you want to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, crypto in your IRA? It is an untapped market. It's not untapped, but there is still a huge upside. Saying I'm going to go buy crypto is like saying I'm going to go buy real estate. Doesn't mean anything. It's an asset class. But if you're good at it and you know what you're doing and you've got a system and you're making steady profits, if you're able to do that inside of a tax-free account, you're automatically giving yourself a 25 to 35 to 40% raise. It makes sense. Some important things to consider: security. We mentioned the kind of jokes in movie and TV shows
They've
about
lost their key to their
about
crypto.
people losing fortunes, and this has happened in real life too. That people have lost that key. Make sure that your custodian, and there's a number of different ways you can do this.
Do they have like a backup or not?
They'll have backup. Well, I say, check. There are different companies. If you'd like some recommendations, reach out to us. We will show you the companies that we think have the best security and the lowest fees. When you're going with crypto, though, that I'm a little leery of anything that the government can just come and
shut down.
Really batter. I don't know that they can shut. Well, they who knows? I've had some silver when the government decided silver had gotten too high, and so they changed the way the futures contracts are structured on silver, and it knocked 2/3 of the value off overnight. That was just some people sitting around in a room.
Right.
Deciding to do that.
Deciding that people
supply
were making
and demand,
too much
common
money.
sense, intelligence did not play into it. It was government market manipulation. Now, I do have to say, I've gotten a lot of emails from people saying, oh, you should invest with crypto through us. And one even said, wow, this is even getting supported by people like Tom Brady and Odell Beckham Jr. I'm like, come on. There's a difference between getting paid 7 figures to shoot a commercial saying, be bold, and, So, if you're not getting paid $15 million to throw a ball or catch a ball, then, let's do some planning. Schedule your strategy session now. Let's see whether it makes sense for you to put Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Edcoin,
Crypto.
Marcy coin, crypto.
In your
I
IRA.
got the wheels turning there, people. Be careful. Which brings up an interesting fact. Our government's going to start getting in on this and,
who knows?
come up with their own crypto and change the rules I don't know.
Yeah.
So that makes me leery about making that the basis of your retirement account. But if we've done the planning, if we set up the tax-free retirement strategies using the SAGE method, using tried tax-free strategies, it gives you a permission slip to swing for the fences with your Roth IRA.
Well, it's safer and smarter.
Yeah. So reach out to schedule a strategy session. When I say that, reach out to me. We'll set up a 15, 30-minute phone call. I'll ask you a few questions. We'll see if it's worth going forward. If so, we'll set up probably an hour strategy session. We'll bring in some experts and set up a Zoom call. I'm not ever going to call you again or,
Yeah.
This is the lowest.
No hard press sell with Mark McKay at all. Like or subscribe our channel and let us know what other content you'd like. Hope this has been helpful.
Have a great week.
Bye.